Hello, darlings. You've all heard of Marilyn Monroe.
Welcome back, darlings. I'm TV host, entertainment journalist Cognac Wellerlane, and I'm bringing you another fabulous video. But don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and always press the notification bell to let you know when I am publishing a new video. I always publish a video every Sunday or every Monday. And don't forget to press like for the algorithms, and please leave me a comment and let me know if you like this video and what kind of videos you'd like me to make. Now let's get to the video, dolls. Pink champagne kisses. Welcome back, darlings. I'm TV host, entertainment journalist Cognac Wellerlane, and we are here in Oyster Bay for a very, very important art show. And I was invited by actress, photographer, and artist Diane Hannah, and she's going to tell us about her artwork that we're seeing up here and what this event is really all about. Thank you so much for inviting me, Diane.
Thank you for coming. I'm happy to have you here. It's an event that we have in town for the sailing school to help the kids that come all over the world and they crew. And it's something in town which I love, that we support the town with our art.
Now there's various artists that are here today. Can you tell my audience how many artists are showing their work?
There's around 20 artists that are displaying their work.
20 artists,
yes.
Wow, that's amazing. Now, explain to my audience what we are seeing behind us. I'm seeing a lot of landscape, I'm seeing photography. Explain to my audience the series of art that you are showing behind. This is your corner here.
My corner there is, I have in the corner a 16 by 20. It's called The Escape Artist, if I could show you here. The reason I call myself the escape artist because I'm also an actress, I write poetry, and I escape, and that's my reality when I do my artwork. And now this is a mannequin piece, so what I do is I take pictures of mannequins, and my series is called As My World Stands Still, and the reason why I named it that is because I want to capture the moment, and that's why the stillness of the moment. I also do horses, because I love horses.
So do I. They're beautiful animals.
I have a series called, this is my horse collection. It's called Color My World. So I also photograph horses, and then I do mixed media with my work. So these are my cards. I also do large photographs, 16 by 20s, and whatever size you would like. And there's another piece that's very special to me. This is called Paris.
Gorgeous. That's gorgeous.
Paris. This is when they burnt down the church. And
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. I was up all night because of it affected me so that I had to stay up and capture this piece. And it has a special meaning to me. I just love this piece. This is one of my favorite pieces.
Certainly is gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
Why blue? Why did you do it mostly blue and some yellow and the brown? Why blue?
I think the feeling of blue, and
It's very aquatic.
yes, it's to do the feeling. Every picture has a different feeling to it, and it just depends on how I feel at that moment, and I create it at that second.
Just gorgeous. Now, show us some more cards
I
here.
do have called the skeleton head, and the large one will have rhinestones around the glasses. So I do various types of different work. Plus I do paint on my pants. I paint on
That you
clothing.
told me that last night she was going to paint her pants for the event today. How outrageous.
I paint
These
my
pants are
And I
gorgeous.
paint sneakers and I paint clothes. And now I started a new collection where I love music, and I'll be dancing on canvas with the sound of the music. So it's called the Art, Dance, and Music Movement. So I'll be dancing with my feet with the beat of the music. So that's my new series coming
I'm very curious though, how do you paint clothes? How do you do that?
out. Well, I use acrylic paint, and I just put on music, and whenever I feel, I just take the brush and I just go with it.
People paint furniture. They paint their
I'm not good at
couches.
furniture.
They paint their couches. They paint their chairs. I would be a little nervous to attempt to do that. But this is outrageous that you painted your
I
clothes.
paint my clothes, I paint jackets, I paint t-shirts, anything you want. Get in touch with me and I'll paint you something.
And you are an artist, a photographer,
An actress.
and people do commission you to do work in photography and art as
Yes,
well. It's
yes.
not just you take pictures. You are commissioned to do this.
Yes. Well, I also do parties. I've done magazine work. I did weddings, which I'm not too crazy about doing weddings, but I do like the creative end of it now. I do headshots for actors, and it all comes together. Anything to do with the arts, I appreciate it, and I think I have a couple actors here too today with me, and they're
Eddie the Rock Rivera is here.
Eddie's here, and we have a lot of actors, and we're here together, and we're all artists, so it's great.
It's terrific. Now, tell us what you're doing in the acting field. I heard that you're working on a movie. Can you talk about that?
I can't talk about it too much. It's going to be coming out on my Facebook. I did play a Greek character. I played a Greek wife, and I also played the Greek mother of the character. I can't say the story right now. It's coming out. We had a great cast of people. We worked with major people in the industry. I'm so excited about that. We just finished a project called The Escape Artist, which is funny because I'm called The Escape Artist, and that was also called The Escape Artist, but it had nothing to do with this. That came out as a short that Karen Goller did. It was a black and white, and it was a silent film. And it's a cute little film, and you have to, now it's out in the movies, so you have to go and see it. It's in the film festivals right now.
How exciting.
So I was the asked to do the casting. I was the associate producer on it, and actor. I played Mrs. Artist. I played an artist on it. So
How apropos.
it was great. I loved it. I do casting now too, which I love. I love the other side of
You
it.
do everything. You do everything. Very creative, very into the arts, very into creating film and art and photography. Now, if we want to find out more information about you, where can we go?
You could find me on Facebook, Diane Hannah. It'll say photographer artist.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Let's do an air kiss.
Thank you so much.
And we'll be back in a moment, darlings, with more interviews right here in Oyster Bay for this fabulous art show. Keep watching. Pig Champagne Kisses. Welcome back, darlings. I'm TV host, entertainment journalist Cognac Wellerlane, and we are here at Oyster Bay, this beautiful art show. I'm here with this young lady, and she's going to introduce herself and tell us how she is involved in this art show.
Hi, my name is Molly. I work for Oakcliff Sailing. I've been a sailor my whole entire life.
You're a sailor, wow.
So I'm here to train to be an offshore racer to solo as a type 1 diabetic, kind of beat the odds. And I work in the sail loft here, so I repair all the sails. And I also coach the Oyster Bay High School sailing team.
So tell my audience, what is this building? What is this actual facility, this venue? Explain to my audience, what is the name of this venue?
So this is Oakcliff Sailing. We are a non-profit training center. We give people all ages the opportunity to learn more about sailing and to propel them into professional sailing if they want to, like me.
Now, why are you doing this with an art show today? Do you know the reason for that?
Because we're a nonprofit, we need to raise money, and we're very lucky that we have great sponsors already and people that donate money to us. And another great way to do that is to open up our beautiful space that we have and share it with people, and they can also share their art. So it's kind of a good partnership that we have with local artists.
But you love to sail.
I do love to sail.
Where did that come from? Where did that passion for sailing come from?
So I grew up on the South Shore of Long Island.
Me too.
I grew up in Bay Shore. So I lived between a house and a 42-foot wooden boat, and I kind of harbored my love for being on the water there, growing up on the Great South Bay, running around, being chased by the Coast Guard, all the fun stuff. And my dad put me into sailing instruction when I was 6, and I started racing when I was 7, and I fell in love with it. Never turned back.
Well, good for you. My husband loves the ocean. He loves the water. So do I. I don't sail, but he had boats. My husband's family, they had a house on the water in Baldwin Harbor. So he loves the water, as I do. We live in Lido Beach. So I'm always at the beach because I love the water, I love the beach, I love the sunshine. It just makes me feel good, it makes me feel healthy. It's important for me to be, at the beach in the sunlight and enjoying the summer. So I'm just curious, what's your sign?
I'm a Virgo, cusping Leo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cusping Leo. Are you more Virgo than a Leo?
I'm more Leo.
Oh, okay, that's good. So you're a ham. If we want to learn more about this sailing, Oakland sailing, where can we go to learn information?
You can go to oakcliffsailing.org, or you can look us up on Instagram and Facebook as Oakcliff Sailing.
Fabulous. Let's do an air kiss.
Awesome.
And we'll be back in a moment, darlings, with more interviews coming up. Keep watching. Pink Champagne Kisses. Welcome back, darlings. We're here at the Oakland School for Sailing, and they're having a very special art show. And I'm here with one of the artists who is displaying her artwork, and she's going to introduce herself to the camera.
I'm Elena Carrianes, also known as E-Roxanne Y.
So tell my audience how you found out about this event today.
I was lucky enough, my cousin belongs to the sailing club, and years ago she included me into the art event, and ever since then I do it every year with Oakcliff.
Tell us why it's such a special place to show your art.
Besides the fact that they go to the top when it comes to the catering and the organization and the ambiance, they pick local artists who are so talented, and I'm just very lucky to be a part of it.
Explain to my audience about the artwork you're showing. We took some photos before. You have a whole series of artwork. How many paintings are we looking at in that little corner that you're showing?
Okay, well, I have a series that I'm showing. It's about 12 paintings, and they're all 12 by 12. And I created that in the beginning of the year, so it's my new 2023 collection. And then on the side is 2 other paintings that I've created with my fingers. I'm a distinguished artist in the sense that I like to paint with my fingers instead of like brushes. And as you saw, it's very colorful and very pop art, abstract style.
So how many are we looking at back there?
Altogether, with the series of 12 and then the 20 by 20s, that's 2. So altogether, 14.
14.
I'm sorry? Yes, 14.
14 paintings.
Yes.
Now, where did this come from, this love of art? Is it in your DNA? Did you have family members that were artists? Where did this come from, the love of art?
That's a good question, and the love of art definitely is something that came through my family. My 2 cousins who live in Los Angeles are both artists, and when I was young and they used to babysit me, I was a very reckless child. So when I was young, they put a canvas in front of me and paints, and
shut up and do some artwork.
Right, and ever since then, I found peace and another world, and ever since then, I've been in love with just creating and just making beautiful art, and I owe it all to them.
Fabulous. But you also are an actress, too.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Back in 2017, I did a movie called The Streets with director, producer Eddie Rock the Rivera.
I know him well. He's standing right there taking pictures of us. So now, was this something that you fell into, or were you seeking doing acting roles? How did this all happen for you to get this part in The Streets?
I definitely fell into it. Eddie found me. He thought I was...
You fell into it,
yes.
Yeah.
He thought I was very photogenic and looked good on camera, so I gave it a shot. And I believe in the acting world or in the art world, we're all in the same family. It's all a creative family where we're expressive in whatever we do. So it came very natural to me.
I know the feeling. I'm an actress too.
There you go.
I love being in front of the camera. What's your sign?
My sign is a Cancer, but I'm on the cusp of a Gemini.
Yeah, that's what I am. I'm Gemini.
Yeah, so and I have a twin brother. So a lot of people say that I'm really the Gemini and he's the Cancer.
That's interesting. Yeah. Do you believe in that?
I do.
I do too. I believe in
our characteristics and the way we are so opposite, you would never think we were twins. And I came out first, so he likes to say he was the gentleman and let me out first. So maybe inside the belly there, I was like in the Gemini section, and then he came out later.
Geminis too are very creative people. They love art, like me. I love art. I love theater. I love film. I love all that stuff. That's why I'm always doing these events, interviewing filmmakers and artists, and I just love it. I go to, as you know, I go to a lot of movie premieres and film festivals and fashion. I interview a lot of fashion designers.
Yes.
So I'm very, very into the arts and the beauty, and it's just so important that we preserve that people keep doing art, keep doing fashion, and film. Film is art too. So now, are you working on any new films?
Well, Eddie was just talking to me about potential work in the near future, and of course I said absolutely, I'll be a part of it. So in the mixture of having more exhibits, I will make time for acting as well.
Is he working on anything new?
He is, yes. I'm not in any of those new ones, but he's talking to me about new things that are going to happen.
Projects.
Yes, and it sounds amazing, and I would love to be a part of it.
Now, can we follow you on, do you have a website?
Yes, my website is eroxny.com. You can find me if you Google me or Instagram or Facebook. It's just eroxny.
Spell it.
EROCKSNY. And I have one more exciting thing to tell you. I was just selected as one of the artists at Rockefeller Center Plaza. Starting Monday, they're going to make my donut into a flag, and it'll be flying high for the entire month.
I love it. And tell my audience one more time, do you have a website or just an Instagram?
I have it all. I have it all. It's EROCKSNY which is erocksny.com, and in Instagram and Facebook. I'm everywhere, baby.
Gorgeous. Let's do an air kiss. Mwah. Mwah.
Thank you so much.
And we'll be back with more interviews, darling, right here at the Oakland School for Sailing. Keep watching. Pink Champagne Kisses. Welcome back, darlings. I'm TV host, entertainment journalist Cognac Wellerlane, and I'm here with a filmmaker. He's a director, he's a producer. He is very well known for his film, The Streets, and his name is Eddie the Rock Rivera.
There you go, man.
Yes.
How are you,
Now,
Connie?
what brings you to this event? I understand that you're a big art connoisseur.
Yes. Well, the whole thing is I always follow Elena Kay, because Elena and I have been friends forever. I asked her to come onto the set one day to be in the streets, and she said, sure, no problem.
Elena Rock, right? Elena Rock. How does she spell her?
E-Rock, New York.
E-Rock, New York, but it's her first name is Elena.
Elena, right, Elena Kay. So then I said, sure. I said, I'll come down, because I feel like they're supporting us in what we're doing, so we have to do the same thing for them.
Absolutely.
And also show support at the same time as well.
Absolutely. So tell me what you are working on right now. Now you made first tell us about the various films you have made.
Right.
You made The Streets.
1 and 2. I was
Ellen was in that.
Right. I was a creator, I was a director and everything. And I was the executive producer, to all the projects. They're actually on Amazon Prime.
I know. They're
Right
on
now,
Amazon.
yeah. And now, a lot of people didn't know, but Streets 3 is already finished. So we're basically just waiting on when we're going to release that as well.
And that's also going to be on Amazon
And
Prime?
that's going to be on Amazon Prime. But we're also talking with Netflix, Hulu, and other different platforms now. So, because we need to advance now, because it's
course.
time to take it
To the next level.
to another level. Exactly. I'm also working with Robert Medina DeBarry on his film called The Good Samaritan, and it's coming out really well and everything. His film is probably going to come out before Streets 3, because I already had started working with him on his film.
Oh, how exciting.
Yeah.
So
trying to keep myself very busy.
So your
darling.
projects have been known as The Streets.
Yeah.
Have you done anything else besides The Streets?
No, pretty much I did this. Well, no, in my acting career, I've done a lot of different things. I've acted in a movie called Moth by Michelle Francescos and Nancy Vasquez. It's so funny now because Michelle Francescos is now working with William DeMeo on Gravesend. So she's actually one of the main, producers there. I also worked in the Right to Live with Artie Pasquale from The Sopranos. I also worked with Robert Fanaro in Charlie Mantle, which was another soprano. Vincent Pastore.
I interviewed Vinny Pastore.
Many of them, yeah.
He spoke to my husband on the telephone, and he said, "Your wife is with me. I'm not swimming with the fishes. Your wife is with me."
Oh, really? Let me tell you something.
He's a flirt, Vinny Pastore.
Yeah. But you know what? I've been very fortunate that I've been able to enjoy the film world. I actually started in the music world. I wrote for Cockroach from The Cosby Show. I wrote some of his rhymes when he was putting together.
That's hysterical.
An album, yeah. I worked with a lot of different.
But you love the filmmaking the most.
Yeah, filmmaking. I think to me now, and being an editor, I see a lot of things a lot different. Like when I watch a movie.
Me too.
You watch a movie and you can't really watch it the way we used to.
No.
Because we watch it and say, oh, wait a minute, this part could have been there, that one could have been there, so.
And you know when they use the green screen too, because I do my own editing. What I do here, I do my own editing. I do everything myself.
Yeah,
so
I know you. I know if you've done a lot of people that you've interviewed, down to Barbara Walters, to Cher, to everybody. Trust me, I know about your work. I feel the same
Lots
way.
of people, lots of famous people.
See, I feel the same way. I feel that everybody has to support everybody. Everybody's got to network everybody, because what I do is I don't challenge people. I challenge myself. I want to get better at what I do. And I think when people do things like that, things work out better for them in their careers because they're more humble. You understand? And that's my perspective.
That's
on
your
everything.
philosophy.
Yeah, exactly. That's my, you're right. My
I
philosophy.
so agree. I so agree.
Yeah.
You know, it's good to have creative minds
Right.
work together.
Yeah.
That's important for creative minds to work together, to
Right.
collaborate, and
Right.
to have a finished product
Right.
that is so phenomenal. Now, tell
Like
me.
Ellen, when I worked with Ellen with the streets and stuff like that, she was a producer because, she produced a place and she produced, certain different things that she said that she was going to produce, right? Now, when it came to the executive producer, of course it was me because I created the whole aspect of the whole streets thing, So I always appreciate anybody that I worked with.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Can we follow you? Do you have a website? Do you have
Yeah.
a Instagram? Tell my
Yeah, you
audience.
can follow me on Instagram. It's still under Eddie Rocky Rivera. My Facebook.
Rocky.
Yeah. Eddie
Rocky
Right.
Rivera.
Right. In
Excellent.
Facebook, same thing, Eddie Rocky Rivera. In YouTube, same thing, Eddie Rocky Rivera. On all the platforms, all you got to do is put Eddie Rocky Rivera. You Google me, and there you go. You'll have everything, the IMDb's and everything as well.
Streets 3 is just about to be launched.
Yeah, it's gonna launch soon. I can't say exactly when it is, but I'm looking towards the summer.
Fantastic.
So everybody can
Will you
enjoy.
invite me to your premiere?
Sure.
Okay, good. I want to
Sure.
come.
You
Is it
can
going to be on Long Island or in New York City?
I think it's gonna be here. I think it's gonna be in. Honestly, I think it's probably gonna be Belmore.
Because I can't go into the
No,
city. My
no.
husband carries on. Don't go into the city. It's too dangerous.
No, the city here. There's a lot of different things happening there. I'm from Long Island, like I said. I'll
it
throw,
on Long
my
Island.
premiere in Long Island and stuff.
Fantastic, fantastic.
But let me tell you something else. Streets 3 was also nominated in Rincon, Puerto Rico. Streets 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it won the Corona Film Festival and won a couple of awards. So I think I'm okay.
You're doing spectacular.
I think I'm working
Let's
good.
do an air kiss.
All right, baby. Mwah. I love you. You're the mwah.
Don't go away yet. We'll be back in
She's
a
the best.
We'll be back in a moment, darlings, with more interviews right here at Cognac's Corner Magazine. Pink Champagne Kisses.
And
Welcome back, darlings. I'm TV host, entertainment journalist Cognac Wellerlane, and we are here at the Oakland School for Sailing. And this is a very special art event that's taking place. I've interviewed various artists, but I'm here interviewing this young woman, and she's going to introduce herself to the camera. She's into the arts, and she's into radio and film and all kinds of wonderful things. Introduce yourself, darling.
Yes, my name is Cindy Mesh. I have been on radio for the last 10 years. I run a program called Cin's Chat Corner. I am going back to my magazine, The Art is Alive magazine. I run a film festival called the Art is Alive Film Festival, and I'm currently about to start a play in Manhattan.
That sounds phenomenal. Now, I love theater, I love film. I definitely want to go to your film festival. But what is out of everything you do, what is the one thing that you love the most?
I would have to say my passion lies in writing. Ever since I was young and I published my first book, there's something about the written word. It's magic. The written word allows us to touch and move people, and that's what I love to do.
Freedom of the speech
Oh, yes.
is so important. We don't want that taken away from us.
No, it's very liberating to be able to speak freely, etc. And of course, the outlets like this, being able to cover events where art is so alive in this room. This event has been fantastic.
It certainly has been fantastic. How did you find out about it?
Well, Diane Hannah and myself have been friends for a few years now, and so a mutual friend, Valentina Janik, who's also a TV host, mentioned to me that they were doing this lovely exhibit today. And of course, it's Long Island. Who doesn't want to come out to Oyster Bay and celebrate the arts with these beautiful people?
Just gorgeous.
Right?
It's a beautiful place. Oyster Bay is phenomenal.
Yes.
So Now, you've been on radio how many years?
I've been on almost 11 years now. I do a little bit of everybody, from nonprofits and small business owners to actors and directors, and of course filmmakers, of course. And we're up to about 205,000 people, so it's amazing. I don't know why they listen to me.
How many years have you been doing it?
Almost 11 now.
11 years.
Yes.
So that's with, I guess, how you started the film festival, because you know so many filmmakers.
Absolutely. I met, my muse was veteran filmmaker John A. Gallagher, who passed away a few years ago, and he kind of got me into the scene, and ever since then it's just skyrocketed, and I'm so blessed. I'm so humble, so fortunate that I get to work with so many wonderful people.
That's terrific. That's so terrific. So now, when is your film festival? When do you have it? What time of the year do you have it?
Typically we usually have it in August. This year I ended up finishing it late, so this year I'm going to start, I'm taking off until November. We're going to start opening for submissions, and then we'll go back in 2024 in August.
Okay, so then you're taking a break.
You betcha. Today I'm doing a film screening actually in the city. My better half was a actor. He passed away in December of 2021.
Sorry to hear that.
Thank you. And so today we are screening The Monster Mash, which is his last feature film. So I'm going to the city to do that.
So fabulous. You are a fascinating lady. Fascinating. Tell my audience, do you have a website? Do you have an Instagram?
I have an Instagram and a Facebook and LinkedIn, and I'm in all the regular socials. So if you just look up Cindy, the last name is Mich, M-I-C-H, or just type in Art is Alive Film Festival and you'll find me.
Gorgeous. Let's do an air kiss.
Oh.
Mwah.
Mwah.
And let's toast. Salute.
Salute.
Salute. And we'll be back in a moment, darlings, with more interviews right here at Cognac's Corner. Pink Champagne Kisses.
Hello, darlings. You've all heard of Marilyn Monroe. Some of you know Bridget Bardot. Well, now it's time for the Cognac show. I said cognac, ooh, ooh. I said cognac, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm a bubbly blonde, fabulously dressed to impress. One of a kind girl. I was brought into this world wrapped up in pearls. I love to mingle, though my husband reminds me I'm not single. I meet and greet both the famous and the elite. I ride in limousines, drinking the finest champagne, wearing furs, dazzling diamond jewelry. A girl can't complain. I live the upscale life, dining in the finest restaurants, eating the best caviar for free. And no matter how much I enjoy cognac, ooh, ooh. I said cognac, ooh, ooh, ooh.
It's been a Crybaby Productions, darlings.